I leave for the Enemies and Lovers book signing event in Mesa, Arizona in 3 days. So I'm going to pull out my books that I'm taking with me, and then I'm going to show you some of my helpful tips and tricks to preparing for a book signing. I don't have an insane amount. I have 16 books written down that I want to bring. 16 books is a lot of books. To a Polycon, I would often take 25 or 30 books though. I'm going to pull everything out. I'm going to see how I feel. I may not take everything, but let's see what we have first. Now, I did already pull a few books out from other shelves in the other room, so I'll show you what I got. For Pierce Brown, I'm bringing the Fairy Loot editions of Golden Sun and Morning Star because they are not signed. For Catherine Arden, I am bringing my arc of Warm Hands of Ghosts, my arc of Girl in the Tower, my arc of The Bear and the Nightingale, and then I have the Illumicrate editions of The Girl in the Tower and The Winter of the Witch, which were not signed. The first book was signed, the other two were not. I also bought off Mercari the Waterstones edition of Warm Hands of Ghosts because it's absolutely gorgeous. The problem is that it's getting delivered on Thursday, and I leave fairly early in the day on Thursday, so I don't think it's going to get here in time. I'm hoping it shows up Wednesday instead. But if not, then I will get some book plates from Catherine Arden and I will slap one of those in there. Okay, let's find the rest now. First, I'm going to grab the other two Pierce Brown books I'm going to take, which are right here. I know exactly where they are. So I'm going to bring my original Fairy Loot editions of Iron Gold and The Dark Age. These are huge books to bring. Another author is right here in front. Makes my life easy. S.K. Horton is going to be there, and I have this copy of The Concealed, so I'd like to take this to get signed, but if I have too much, then I'm going to get book plates and then just stick it in that. I'm looking for Ella Dawes to Bleed a Kingdom, and I'm looking for Kristen Cast, which are going to be all in the ARC section. It's not on that shelf. There's one I need. Kristen Cast book. Fantastic. Found another one of the Kristen Cast books I need. Awesome. Found the third Kristen Cast book. So we're down to just one book. I just need to find To Bleed a Kingdom. Why do I have a feeling it might have gotten moved to the cart at some point? I always save this part for last because I hate pulling this thing out. I was right. It's right here. I still have artwork inside of this book. Right there. That's 14 books. It'll be 15 if my Waterstones Warm Hands shows up in time, and then I'm not going to take Wisteria. Okay, now let me show you what I do to prepare my books for transit. First things first, you see how this has a dust jacket on it? Take that off. You don't need to take that with you. In transit, in your bag, in your cart, in your suitcase, this is what gets ruined 9 times out of 10. But I never put these on books, even for local signings. So I'm going to do that on all my books first. Okay, great. Now, step 2, you need Post-it notes. If you want your books personalized, then you're going to write your name at the top. Now, if you want a signature only, you can just write signature only. So I'm going to write a few of those down, but here's the key. You have to write them on here upside down, and I'll show you why. You want to do it so that, you know how you normally do it like that and stick it? You want to do it upside down like this. We are going to take this Post-it. We are going to turn to the title page of the book, and you're going to put this in upside down. Whoa. This is hard to do with one hand, so that it sticks in the book like so. That way when you go to the table, they can open just straight to the page they need to be on instead of flipping through like 3 or 4 pages. And then they'll open it. It says signature only, bop, 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 signature. Makes things run much faster. Also, most authors want to sign on the page that's the title and their name on it. And sometimes some books have title page and then a second title page. They usually want to sign the one with their name. I'm going to stick these post notes in a little bit further down for now because I need to pack them still. Okay, I've got all that done. Now it's time to put them in book sleeves. Now, I have fancy book sleeves. I also have a bunch of Bookish Box book sleeves. You can also just wrap them in bubble wrap like a lot of my friends do because they don't have book sleeves. So let's put them all in sleeves. Awesome, that's done. And then I always bring a couple extra sleeves because inevitably I'm gonna buy some books. Let me show you my stacks. There's all my books ready to go. I can fit usually 8 or 9 in my suitcase very easily, and then I can just fit the rest in my backpack. I really hope to see you there. I'm hosting quite a few panels as well. I'll put some info up here. I'm hosting this panel. I'm also hosting this panel. I am introducing Pierce Brown in conversation with my friend Sarah. And then I am hosting 2 different talks with author Catherine Arden, which, as you can see, I'm a big Catherine Arden fan. I've read all of her books. The event schedule is on their website, so you can see everything. And if you still want to come and you don't have tickets yet, there are still tickets available. You can go to Teas and Tropes, which is tagged in this video, or there is a link in my bio as well. Would love to see you there. I'm so excited. All right, I'll see you in Arizona this weekend. Good luck packing. Trust me, this stuff helps, and it better not rain, is all I'm going to say.